and you have a large following on TikTok. You put out videos consistently on YouTube. So for you, what does your lab look like? What does your creative lab look like when you're coming up with TikTok content, creative content?
My lab, I guess, basically, like he said, like you come up with the idea outside the lab. So my lab, where I bring them back to, is usually my room. It's just like, or the shower sometimes, but just still in the head. You just kind of know, okay, I want to go with this idea. And then I'll start writing into my notes on my phone or on the computer, like stream of consciousness thoughts about it. And then I start whittling away and I'm like, okay, now here's the video idea. Um, and so that's kind of my lab. It's like in my room or in my head, anywhere else, just like thinking about this idea. And then, or sometimes it's just like, I'm just going to do it on the fly. Like for TikTok, especially, it's like, it does, you could just, shit into TikTok and see what happens. So there's a little bit of that in there too. But mainly, yeah, my lab is for sure just my room and my notes on my phone.
Yeah. So you come up with some sort of storyline first. Do you flesh out the storyline where you're writing out the TikTok word for word, or is it kind of like you have a general storyline in your head and then you have the tools on TikTok and you're like, all right, how do I make this work? Like, how do I make this real for people that are watching it?
Yeah, so I do the bullet points in my notes. And so it'll be like for the Chris Hansen one, for example, I don't know if you saw that, but it was like I fool my friend, or my friend
Yeah.
unfollowed me on Instagram. So I bought a Cameo from Chris Hansen saying, telling his girlfriend that he's a pedophile. And then I like send a fake, I send like that video to her email anonymously, and she breaks up with him. His life's ruined. Everybody unfollows him on Instagram. And then I follow him and he follows me back. And it's like, oh, okay. Like it was this whole petty idea to get this guy to follow you back. So for me, that was, I saw Chris Hansen was on Cameo. I was like, oh, you could kind of ruin somebody's life with this. And then I was like, well, what's a petty reason I could use it? And then I was like, okay, a guy unfollows me. So I basically have that. And then I go through in my notes. I probably even still have it on my phone. And it's literally just like going through the beats. And then I called my friend. I was like, okay, we need a few shots. He comes over. I film what I think I need. And then usually I end up writing the script later in the video edit because I'm just talking into my voice memo. And so I've edited like all the footage together, and then I end up just talking what my tentative script was. And then I kind of like workshop it from there. So yeah, here's the Chris Hansen one, May 21st. Oh, it was last year. So it's like today a friend unfollowed me from high school. He can't really even see it. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
And then first I didn't know how to deal with it. Betrayal, sadness. He loves me, no one more than his girlfriend. Then yeah, it's just like a bunch of ideas, and I kind of just whittled it down into what footage I need, and then edited that. Then do the voice memo like this, airdrop it to the editing station on my computer, and then boom.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I make TikToks, at least.
Yeah, no, so I got on TikTok, it's probably about a year ago, and you were one of the first profiles that I came across where it was like, like you weren't making that many videos, but the videos you were making were going viral. And so I had this thing when I first got on TikTok where I thought I had to take things that were happening in my life, like actually happening in real life, and then somehow make those go viral. And when I was watching your video, I think there was one with your dog making a dating profile, the one with the Chris Hansen, other ones that we'll get into, where that was part of what made me realize, like, I can just make something up and then create a story to go along with it, and then use video and captions however I want to. As long as I'm not harming anyone, as long as no one's getting hurt, I can come up with a creative story in my head and write it out first. And it does not have to be real. It does not have to actually have happened to me. It just can be a funny situation that is in fantasy land, and I can put that out into the ether on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how much of a blockage that was in my head, where I'm like trying to come up with content in my own life, where I'm like looking at a light, or I'm looking at coffee, and I'm like, how do I make this go viral? And you have your imagination there the whole time. And for me, at least, I took that for granted.
Yeah, I kind of think of it like you can just lie to TikTok. Like, part of me thinks it's like all kids on there, even though now there's like hella adults on there. But basically, I'm just going to lie to these kids, and it's going to be funny, and it's going to make me laugh. So like, there's one video, it's not even like, it was just like, what's up guys, I'm from the future. It was like right before Groundhog's Day last year. And it was like, if you cannot let Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow, like that things will be, it'll go, like, I made it sound like something real bad was going to happen if the groundhog saw his shadow. And it went kind of, like, not viral. It got like 300,000 views, but like kids were like, what's going to happen? Oh my God. And luckily, like, he didn't see his shadow. So like, it kind of worked out in my favor, but that's like more straight up lying to them. And if you're an adult, you can realize, okay, he's just kidding. But so with the storyline stuff, it really is just a lie. It's like, okay, I'm going to tell them a lie, and like, it's a story, but I guess all stories are kind of lies at the end of the day if they're not like based on a true story. It's just like, I'm going to make some shit up. I'm going to try and make it sound believable. I'm going to make it entertaining. And usually that does well. So yeah, like, and then I did this video, the wind chime video. My mom put a wind chime up outside. It's right outside my room. And I like stole it. And a bunch of the comments were like, oh, how'd you, because at the end, like, she realizes I took it because there's a camera on the shed. And everyone's like, how'd you not notice the camera? How'd you not know? And I'm like, it's a joke. Like, at first I'm like, it's a joke, you idiots. Like, who cares? And then I'm like, well, no, like, if you're in a movie theater and you even though you know it's fake, like, you're still going to say you didn't see the camera. Like, you got to make the story. It has to be able to work as a lie just as easily, or else people get pissed. They're like, well, that doesn't make sense. And so it all comes down to that. Yeah. You got, basically, if you could be a good liar, you could be a good storyteller. That's what I think.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full uncut 2+ hour episodes of the AUXORO podcast, plus gain access to 2 bonus episodes every month at auxoro.supercast.tech. Link is also in the description. Thank you so much for supporting quality content from independent creators like myself. Cheers.